Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. We will begin with Andrew Jones.
Hey, Justin, your name's come up a lot the last couple of weeks when we talked to guys about the receiving room who has stepped forward and maybe surprised some people. They say that you're fast, that you run really good routes and all that kind of stuff. Can you describe your game now that you're about 12 days into fall camp, how you're better and why you're better?
Um, well, the first part of my game is I like to take the top off. If you can take the top off and go deep, then they have to respect that, which makes other routes easier, like the curls, everything like that. Because really, I try to make every route look the same. I feel like I got better just over time. I mean, my freshman year, I was on practice squad, so every day I'm practicing against Storm Doug. Trey Morrison was at corner back then. I mean, last year I was watching Diami. I mean, you can't not get better watching Diami and Bo play. Even then, now Tony's here. He's doing great. So just the competition of all the people that they're bringing in, like coming in with the class with Storm, I mean, that just helps you get so much better.
And where is your confidence right now? And at what point did you realize, maybe during the spring or this fall, that you really have made a lot of progress? You are at a point where you're going to be in the rotation.
Well, it's just I feel like I've been chopping at the tree. You know, I was just started last fall, just started knocking at it. But obviously, Diami is Diami, and it's that simple. So, I just had to wait my turn and just keep learning from him. And just so spring, I try to go out there and have a good spring, and I end up getting COVID about after 10 days of practice. But I feel like I had a good spring. They always tell me to keep stacking good days on top of good days and being consistent. My confidence comes from just like you said, my teammates, they're so supportive. Like sometimes I'll get down, like I keep doing good and I feel like it's going unnoticed and they always pick me up. Twan, all of them, they're always looking out for me, the defense. So that's big. Um sorry, I started talking. What was the last part of that question?
I think you answered it. If not, somebody can remind me of what it was. That was good stuff. That was good. I'll take that.
Let's swing over to Greg Barnes.
Hey, Justin, Coach Galloway really highlighted your consistency the other day. What's been key for you? Is it simply a matter of confidence, or how would you answer that in terms of the consistency?
I would definitely say confidence. Saturday I might not have had. I'm very hard on myself, so I feel like Saturday I didn't have quite the best day. So the one thing about like freshman year and when Diami is here is you're working and when people, not like you don't have expectations, but the eyes aren't on you. So then now that they are, I began to put too much pressure on myself the past 2 days. And I started getting into my head, maybe I'd run a route too deep if it had in the wrong depth. So today I just really try to focus on just clearing all that out, playing the game that I know I've been playing and have loved since I was 6. And so to answer your question, yes, it's 100% confidence.
Lonnie also mentioned that you're working both outside and at the slot. How does your skill set fit both of those positions?
Well, I like to use the speed, but growing up with brothers, you got to be tough. And at slot, it's so much going on. You got linebackers crossing your face. You got freak athletes like said coming your way. So you have no choice but to be tough. So I like how I feel like I can come in, really drop my shoulder and get my head in there. I mean, watching Daz for last year, guy is a bowling ball. Like he's so strong and he was small, but he wasn't scared to get in there. So I like to try to use my speed. And then when they have to respect your speed, like I said, maybe drop out of routes or really get pressed on them, which might make blocking easier.
Thank you.
All right, over to CL Brown.
Hey, you mentioned, chopping at the tree and the process of getting better, but what was it like just mentally telling yourself you had to wait your turn? You had to, because, especially now that the transfer portal is up and popping, like it would be easy just to leave if you're not getting that opportunity early. So I was just curious mentally how you stayed the course.
I'll be honest, it was hard. Like it was really hard. You come from being the star at your high school, and then this was being my only Power 5 offer. So that kind of had a role in it because I didn't know if I were to leave, maybe I didn't quite have the same safety net. also with it being such a good school, I was like, I have to graduate from here no matter what. So that was one of the main things. I was like, I'm gonna get this UNC degree no matter what. But there was a lot of times where it was hard, you know, not even traveling my freshman year, like watching from my house. I mean, that hurt. I wanted to be with the team, but you know, you look at the roster and you're like, okay, well, Diami's a great player, and I don't mean to keep bringing him up. I'm sorry, but you know, he's going to the NFL, and the opportunities are open. So it's just a competition at that point, and they definitely played a role in my decision to even come here, because that's kind of when Anthony Ratliff was like trying to decide if he wanted to go to the NFL or not. So I knew coming in that I wouldn't just hop right into it. But and one thing I also want to mention is like like a lot of my teammates, their freshman and sophomore years in high school, they were really big. Like Chafrey, my roommate, you know, he had offers from his freshman and sophomore year. I was still on JV, and I didn't really get to explode until my senior year. So this wasn't quite my first time waiting, you know. So I just held on to that.
And I was also curious how, if you have you allowed yourself, not that you've arrived, but have you allowed yourself to kind of celebrate or enjoy this, that you have worked to a point where you are, you know, you are going to get playing time, you are going to be in the rotation when the games start?
No, sir, not at all, because I just know I got to keep on going. I got to keep, like Coach said, consistency, because it's quick that if you have 1 or 2 bad days, when you have Emery balling, you know, we're just trying to make each other better. Like, if I slip up and he keeps playing good, then there might be a game where he takes all the reps. But so, yeah, you can't ever get content, you know?
Thank you.
All right, Justin, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, y'all. Have a good one.